Flame City family, what is up? Desi just walked in the door from Whole Foods. Rose just woke up from her nap. We're about to cook lamb chops and a lovely little like quinoa vegetable pesto side dish that's going to be easy as can be. Are you excited, Rose? Hey.
She's like a DJ.
Yeah, I was like, what? I got two beautiful racks of lamb in front of me. We just took a beautiful photo actually of Art and I for the cookbook. I filmed the video earlier at the grocery store. Now it's time to do my favorite thing, hang out with you guys and make dinner. So leave comments down below. Let us know where you're watching from. I got everything live right here. My girl, Rachie Murray, we missed you. We missed you, Rachie. Hope everything is good in San Quentin. We got here, visit Indian stores. Yeah, I don't know anything. Actually, Art was just talking about something Indian. What were you talking about, Art?
Oh yeah, I was at Costco yesterday and the Indian man was in the checkout ahead of me. And I think he had like 8 of those giant, like, urns of desi ghee.
Urns.
How many ounces are in those big
Probably like
jars?
28 ounces.
20. Yeah, he was buying 8 of them at least.
Yeah.
It's a lot of ghee.
We don't have the ghee at our Costco. Some have desi ghee, which I'm not sure is grass-fed. Some have Carrington Farms. Grass-fed ghee. It's the best deal ever. But he obviously had
I've just never seen anyone buy that much ghee ever.
Yeah, let's all wish Desi an early happy birthday. She's turning 22 tomorrow. Big old birthday. We're going to have a celebration live and have a grand old time. But let's get rocking and roll. I want to do a semi-quick live stream here. So I have 2 kinds of racks of lamb in front of me. I have one that is from Shepherd Meat. It is 100% domestic grass-fed rack of lamb. Check it out, Art. And then I have a Costco Australian grass-fed rack of lamb. This is the Costco one. It's a bit bigger. This is the domestic one, probably from Colorado, from that lovely company called Shepherd Meat. I think these are on the smaller side. So, Art, I think for this I'll do a double cut. What do you think?
Never going to complain about that.
Yeah, let's see. So
Stangman's in the house.
Stangman's
and our friend Jerry from Jersey Shore
nice.
just gave you $9.99.
Jer Bear. Love to see you, bro. Thank you so much, Stangman. I hope you appreciated my shout out I gave you for that beer and wine review. You sent me a great research that I used for that that video, so thank you very much. So I'm cutting these double thick just because they're very thin. And I named this video How to Cook Lamb Chops Crusty AF because I think lamb chops can be a little intimidating for some people, right? But if you cut them into individual chops, they're much more manageable. If you were going to do them whole, Art, how would you recommend cooking whole lamb chops?
I like to sear it as a whole and then roast it.
Yep, you can do that.
I crust it up with some stuff like put some mustard and some herbs and stuff like that on there.
That's classic. What would Guga do?
I probably do it sous vide.
For sure. I'm trying to.
We got D Brown in the house. Hey,
what's up, D?
Dirk's wishing a happy early birthday to you, Desi.
Thank you.
And lots of birthday greetings here.
So check it out, Art.
And Stangman, yes.
What you have to do is cut through and around this bone. I believe this is called a chine bone. I'm having a hard time right here wiggling my knife and finding where the pocket is. This is how you cut it into individual chops. I think I got it right there.
Danny Ellich says, wow, did you see Desi is 22 and you've been married for 10 years?
Someone's doing too much math over there, Daniela. So if you buy your lamb chops from a normal grocery store like a Whole Foods, ask them to do this for you. If you get it from a place like a warehouse club, they won't do it for you. But it just takes a little bit of practice to wiggle your knife around the bone. As Ace Ventura would say, it's in the bone, it's in the bone. But look at this, Art. Look at this beautiful red meat here.
A few seconds ago, we had Tree watching.
Nice. Pat Foley style. Are the Hawks still in it or are they?
They lost.
Oh, they lost. Now, this is a little easier, I think, with the Costco one. So once again, see where the chine bones are? I'm going to try to go in between each one. So there's one chop. There's 2. Now, the beauty of doing this is more surface area. What would Kramer say, Art?
It's pure surface area. No room for the flavor to hide.
So exactly why I called this video How to Make It Crusty AF, because I'm going to get this Lodge cast iron pan really, really ripping hot, and I'm going to cook these in maybe some ghee, maybe some duck fat, but I'm going to cook them in a really hot pan with a spice crust. And they get so crusty on each side, but the meat inside is still pinkish. It has a pinkish hue, Costanza style. This is the way to do it for introduction to lamb or like easy lamb recipes. And I'm still crazy dumbfounded by the fact that 40% of Americans have never tried lamb. And I think the reason for that Raise your hand if you haven't tried lamb. It's because a lot of people think it has a real strong gamey flavor or they had a bad experience. Go with lamb chops. It's like not very gamey at all. Has a great flavor. When you cook it this way, oh, there's no way anyone can't like this.
Arifa Sultani says, are the lamb chops from Costco 100% grass-fed? It never says on the label.
Yeah, so it's a great question. I'm almost 100% certain they are because I was in Australia last March and I actually went to the same facility, Rosie, where they packed up the lamb chops, and almost 90% of the time lamb chops are 100% grass-fed in Australia because it's cheaper than doing grain-fed. It actually costs a lot of money to do grain-fed, and they have so many open pastures there. So 9 times out of 10 it is going to be grass-fed. And they don't really have GMOs too much in Australia, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Milwaukee Burr wants to know what AF is. That's Air Force, right?
Yeah, no, that's like crusty as freak, you know. That's
Shaheen says, hi guys.
Hello.
What
That's
up,
the
Shaheen?
slang
Welcome.
the kids use these days. Cheers, everyone. Keto red wine with lamb. That's the way to go.
And we have a super chat from Makez Ashrafnia, $4.99. Thank you so much.
I see that. Thank you so much. No, I haven't seen that name before. Great to see you. Tulsa, Oklahoma
Murray
in the house. Keep leaving comments down below. Sherry Kennedy just got a push notification. Let us know where in the world you are watching from today. Hey, we got a new one to the channel. MC Steam is in the house. My girl Shay is here. What are we going to make for Desi's birthday tomorrow? Good question. I don't know. Whatever she wants. Art butchered.
I'm sorry.
So, it's a tough name. It's a tough name. So what I love to do for lamb is make a lovely spice rub because there's surface area on both sides of the chops. Why not sear in some flavor? So I have smoked paps. I have cumin. I'm going to go for a little bit of cayenne. You know what? Just a little bit because Rose is going to have it too.
Was I close on the last name? Let me know.
A little bit of oregano.
I was about to say McKees and then I thought it'd be McKay's.
A little bit of
Edgewater's in the house.
Onion powder, garlic powder, and let's throw a wild card in here. A little bit of...
Heck, I got the last name right.
Wow,
that's what I'm talking about.
Synonym.
Viviana's in the house.
Vivi!
She said, greetings from the Big Apple Crisp.
Viviana. Apple Crisp. Limerita.
And some marshmallow candies.
So if you don't want to get the lamb from Costco, which I recommend, one of these racks is from Shepherd Meat, the Flav City Fan company. The company that the Flav City Fan started. And I put the link down in the description box for 15% off. So a little bit of smoked paps, a little bit of cumino, a little bit of onion powder. And I put the recipe, a similar recipe to this, down below. Check it out, Art. Here's what's below the video today. My assorted links. Recipe lives on flavcity.com. My Amazon shop page to get all the gear. Shepherd Meat, the Flav City Fan company, 15% off. The keto wine, discounted shipping, and I'm going to use bone broth later on. I now have a permanent 15% off Kettle and Fire bone broth with that link and code Bobby. If you're not going to make your own bone broth, which I usually do, but we've been lazy in the summer, I use this one, the Kettle and Fire, which we're going to use to make our brothy pesto quinoa and veggies.
Man, Viviana says, and candy corn.
Oh,
Viviana, my recommendation, eat candy corn with salty pretzels. Amazing.
Now, when you're using cinnamon in savory recipes, a little dab will do ya. A little bit goes a long way.
Just like Brill cream.
Yes, just like Brill cream, because you don't want the flavor to be like too much cinnamon. You want a little wisp, a little tickle on the tongue. So I have some beautiful Celtic salt here. I'm actually using the flower of the ocean. Salt, it's so darn beautiful.
D. Brown says you should make bolognese for Desi's birthday.
Desi's birthday or Art's birthday?
Desi's birthday.
I promise you we'll make the bolognese this winter.
Take 45 minutes or less.
Oh, did you hear that? Art, say what you just said.
Desi said whatever you make, it needs to be 45 minutes or less.
Wow. My wish for you. That's what she cares about.
Ooh, popcorn.
She don't care what it is. She's all about length. Desi's all about that length.
Milwaukee Brewer, will there be Brill cream in this recipe?
No. I hope not. So whatever we're making tomorrow, it's got to be 45 minutes or less.
Shaheen says you need to make cabbage rolls for Desi.
Yeah, I should. Maybe this weekend I'll do that. So you can see, look at the color difference, Art. The domestic lamb seems to be a little leaner here Compare that to this one. This is the Aussie one. It's a little fattier, more marbling.
Katie Benson with a $20 super chat.
My girl, Katie.
Thank you, Katie.
Katie, great to see you. Great to see everyone. I hope you're having a great week. This morning I went to Costco and I filmed a prepared food review. I went over all their prepared foods like their meatloaf, their stuffed peppers, or mac and cheese. I told you pretty much the bad news on everything. And I really gave you a full breakdown on why the rotisserie chicken is not something you want to eat. And then I came home. Desi and I had some meetings about the packaging for the Flav City Immune Tea. Then we had a meeting about the design of the cookbook, 5 ingredient semi-homemade meals. And then Desi, I, and Art walked over to the grocery store in the corner here. And we realized that we don't have any photos of me and Art in the grocery store together because we're always filming. So Desi took a picture of the two of us together for the cookbook. And we got a really good one. This is how it works. You got to go in with the mask on. Desi framed up the shot. Mask off, hurry up. Boom, mask on, and we got a great shot, right, Ben?
Yeah.
What's up, Rebecca Robb?
I recommend throwing some green beans in the medley tonight.
Medley's getting a little cumbersome, I feel like.
He and Bobby cut the lamb up. It was all in one rack.
Because if you want an easy way to make lamb chops for those who are intimidated by a rack, cut them into individual chops. Plus, like I said, when they cook in the hot cast iron pan, how crusty do they get, baby?
Yeah.
So crusty, it's insane in the membrane. So,
I mean, this is already one of my favorite dishes.
yeah.
So you don't need to make it tomorrow then.
Happy birthday!
Celebrating already.
Happy birthday to Desi!
Celebrating already.
Happy birthday to DJ D Slav, all the way from the Bay J. I'd just like to spritz on a little bit of avocado oil. So I'm doing some research for a little video I want to do about fraud in the avocado oil industry. A recent study showed that 82% of the oils tested were either cut with soybean oil, had 100% non-avocado oil like soy or safflower oil, or was rancid or expired. The only brands that tested well were Chosen Foods, Marianne's, and Cal Pure Virgin avocado oil. That's because these brands like Chosen, which I love, is produced in SoCal, sourced from Michoacan, Mexico, and everything's done locally. The European avocado oil brands are shady AF. Like I said, they cut them with soybean oil, and a lot of them were rancid. Disgusting. Totally disgusting.
Carolina says the bougiest couple ever. Love.
Bougiest couple?
The bougiest couple ever.
I'll take it.
Love.
I'll take it. Okay, I'm gonna take bougie. Whoa.
And she says, love you all.
Put them over here. Now, let's get rocking and rolling on a beautiful little pesto, veggies, and grains. So check it out.
You gonna make a tahini sauce?
I'm not. I'm in a hurry tonight. But check it out. I use a recipe in the cookbook that calls for a grain packet. So many grocery stores now have top quality grain packets. This is quinoa and olive oil garlic. I wouldn't even call this as a grain. This is a seed. But you can go to like, where's the ingredients? Here, look at this. It's literally quinoa, roasted garlic. Look at the oil. EVOO, parsley, salt, and pepper. Target has it. Aldi has it. Every grocery store now has a good grain pack. It doesn't have to be quinoa. It could be lentils. It could actually be gluten grains as long as they're organic. So many of these are great. And just like Jamie Oliver likes to use these in his 5-ingredient cookbook, we have a recipe in ours for a 5-ingredient chicken and veggie pesto plate. This is just so great. As a quick base, throw in a couple fresh vegetables. I'm going to throw in some kale too. Super, super great. And then I throw in a store-bought pesto sauce. These are good to have on hand when you need something as a side dish but don't want to make it from scratch.
I'm currently exercising to try and build muscle. Do you know any foods that can help build muscle? I don't want to use cheap protein powders.
I'm currently any foods that help build muscle. Well, yeah, high protein foods, right? You want to eat grass-fed beef, organic or pasture-raised chicken. All these foods that are high in protein. You want to go on the vegetable side, yeah, eggs too. Protein-rich veggies would be like
quinoa. That's not bad.
Quinoa. I said no powders. Quinoa, chickpeas, lentils, salmon. I wouldn't mind, to be honest. Get some of my favorite like plant-based protein. Obviously, you want to stay away from cheap powders, but if you're really trying to gain protein and muscle, this is what you want to get. I'll have a promo code next month because we're sponsoring a video, but that's the good stuff, my friend. Okay, I'm preheating back yonder my ceramic non-stick pan. I'm also going to do a video next week about the best non-stick and ceramic pans. And I have this nice ceramic pan from Zwilling, and I have a couple more on the way. Technically speaking, they're not going to be quite as high quality and performing as non-stick, but in my opinion, they're a bit safer. And you just have to keep a couple rules in mind, like they tend to run hot, so you want to cook a little lower in the heat, but there's no PFOAs or PTFEs, there's no Teflon in there. It's really safe.
Do you have an, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Do you have an email for questions?
Questions, just ask them right here. But if you ever need something, you can email me at bobby@flavcity.com. I'm literally getting you guys like 30 emails a day. It's very hard for me to keep up, but I try to scan it real quick and look for important questions or look for the VIPs that I know and love. It's just so hard for me to keep up with emails, DMs, and comments, but I try my best. That's why I love the live streams. We try to fire off any questions right here. I'll take some broccoli. Now guys, does broccoli have to be organic or can it be conventional? Gonna take the broccoli.
Ask Desi what sweetener would be best or safe for toddlers.
Desi?
Toddlers?
Toddies.
Is monk fruit okay?
No.
No.
Nope. Stevia, monk fruit, sugar, alcohols, no.
Maple syrup?
Yep, maple syrup. Coconut sugar.
Maple sugar also?
Maple sugar, which is the crystallized version of maple sugar. Maple syrup. Those three. Stick with maple syrup and coconut sugar. Do not give toddlers monk fruit, stevia, erythritol, any of that stuff. Their stomachs are not ready for that.
And do not give them white sugar.
Do not give them the devil, the cane sugar. You take the devil, you stamp that devil down the hell. We're going to stamp that devil down the hell. You ain't never had no devil in your body, have you, Rose? Huh? No, you only had the good stuff, the angels, right? Okay, we're going to cook this in ghee, our Thrive Market ghee. Love that stuff.
Just use fruits, like just use natural fruits for sweetness.
It depends what you're doing.
Shaheen says
Yes, Rose, my love.
Shaheen says you can give honey to a toddler, but what's the age limit where you have nothing under what, 12 months is it?
12 months. Correct. That is correct. Yeah, we forgot about honey.
But it's
It's
very strong flavor, so that's why I recommend it.
Yeah, maple syrup is even better, but honey, you really have to get locally sourced honey. You don't want to buy honey that could be imported from other countries because you don't know what it could possibly be cut with. I think also, in addition to avocado being a scandal, olive oil, because a lot of fake and scams in there, but 1 out of 5 honey imported test with cane sugar, or the Chinese like to cut honey with brown rice syrup. Really bad news. So what's going on? In my beautiful ceramic pan here, onions and broccoli cooking in ghee, grass-fed ghee. Okay, I'm gonna cook these with a few more vegetables and then throw in our beautiful packet quinoa, which I love. You can get these everywhere like I talked about. I'm gonna throw in some bone broth and some best-in-class store-bought pesto from Gotham Greens, a Chicago-based company, and some kale. Veggie-loaded, nutrient-dense, easy side dish that's gonna pair lovely with our lamb chops, which I'm gonna start to preheat this pan very slowly here. So Art, what's the benefit of cooking this in a cast iron pan versus like, I don't know, a non-stick pan or a stainless steel skillet?
The density of the metal retains the heat well and really good for searing.
Exactly.
Hello, Alan Girl. She says, what is up, pretty people?
Alan Girl is here. 544 lovely people watching. Keep leaving comments down below. Let us know where you're watching from. Use Desi's date brownie recipe. Oh, the paleo cookie recipe. Yeah. Desi has a brownie recipe sweetened with dates. Search Flav City date brownies. It's lovely. What is the healthiest sugar for adults? Search Flav City sweeteners. I have multiple videos about that.
Sherry Kennedy says Bobby's singing is the best.
My singing, thank you. You're very sweet, Cher Bear. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Then we'll add some garlic. Need some garlic. And then, if you saw my Instagram story from last night, I made that delicious red Thai soup with the scallop meatballs. Oh my God, that was great. And one of the reasons that was great is because I put a ton of vegetables, but also because I used the bone broth. The bone broth is good for two reasons, you guys. Number one, it has a great body and texture to it. But number two, and more important for me, the nutritive properties, the health benefits of bone broth are massive. So first of all, it's loaded with gelatin, collagen, and chondroitin. All of those things are good for your gut and your immune system, which is great because it's end of summer right now. It's time to get strong like bull. But all that stuff is also really good for your joints and your skin and your tummy and your nails. So not only does it taste good, but it's so darn good for you. Normally I do make it myself, but it's summer right now. We haven't been making it. We'll do it very soon. So Kettle and Fire makes it with grass-fed, 100% grass-fed bones and organic vegetables. It's great. And because it's a great little startup out of Austin, they always give me a promo code. And like I said, right below the video, show it one more time, Artie boy. If you want to try the bone broth, use my 15% off code. Use Bobby at checkout right here for Kettle and Fire. Check them out. They have great stuff. The lamb and the grass-fed bones. If you want to make your own bones broth, go to Shepherd Meat. Get the knuckle bones and the neck bones. Use Flav City for 15% off. That's the company the Flav City fan started. The keto line discount there. I have to update my Amazon store to put the ceramic pans on there now too.
Where are they from? Somebody, Helena was asking.
Where's what from?
The ceramic pans.
Oh, these are from Zwilling. And then I also ordered, just to test out, we got a black carbon steel pan from, is it Matfer? Matfer. It's so heavy, but it's so beautiful. And it actually acts like a nonstick, and it's healthier than any ceramic or nonstick pan. But it takes a lot of care and prep to use, but I'll show you guys that in the future too.
I need to correct. I didn't read Alan Girl's message the right way. It should have been, hello.
Oh, thank you for correcting that.
Thanks for clarifying. I should have known better.
Come back here for a second. All right, let's just do a little 411. So this is my ceramic pan. What it is the core is aluminum and the coating is ceramic, which is basically sand. So there's no chemicals like PFOAs or PTFEs in here, but because of that, it's not quite as high performance as a Teflon pan, and it tends to run hot. So instead of cooking over medium high or medium, I would do medium, medium low. And the nonstick ability, or the nonstick coating on this, will wear out a little quicker than Teflon, but for me, I'm okay with that. Also keep in mind, if you have Teflon, you have to treat it right, and you're going to be safe probably. I just want to use ceramic for now. Let me just show you this pan. Where is it? This pan is a beast. Where's the Matfer one? Where do we put it? Oh, here it is. Check this out, Art. Here's another ceramic one from Green Pan I just want to test out. But this is probably one of the coolest pans. It's black carbon steel. And essentially it's non-stick because of the slickness of it, but there's no chemicals on here. But it's carbon steel. It's really heavy. This is a 12-inch, heavy as can be, welded on. Art, tell them what they have to do after they get it the first time.
It's not non-stick as it is. You got to season it to get it non-stick.
So
first, there's a beeswax coating on here to prevent rust in transit. You need to scrub this off with soap and hot water and a bristle brush. Then you need to dry it off, put it on your burner on low to warm it up and dry out any residual water. Then you need to put in, I think, 1/3 of a cup of oil.
Yep.
2/3 of a cup of salt and the peels from 2 potatoes, and start cooking the potatoes down. It's going to get like brown all over there. Throw those out, repeat the process, wipe it down, heat it up, put a spread of oil on there, just a coating, wipe it down, and you're good. And then just make sure that every time you wash it, you don't use soap, just use water, and then dry it and heat it and put a sheen of oil on there just to protect
well said.
it.
So it's not for everyone because it is a high maintenance pan, but it's a really cool pan. Actually, Cooks Illustrated did test, Art said, and it seared a steak better than a cast iron pan or a steel skillet. So I want to experiment with it, but it's very, very heavy. I think for an average home cook, it's too heavy for them. And then this is the Green Pan. It actually is rated pretty well, but you can see what it says right here. It works well at lower heats for longer lasting non-stick ability, hand wash it, and never cook dry or don't use sprays. If you use a non-propellant spray, it's fine. It's just this will not perform quite as well as Teflon, but in my book, I'm okay with that.
McKee's says, you lost me at potatoes. If you'd rather use onions, you can do that too.
Oh yeah, you can do the onion too, bro. When Art read that to me, I thought he was joking, and he's like, "No, I'm 100%."
No, I'm not
serious.
making. I'm random, but I can't make up something like that.
I mean, like, come on, dude. Like, I've heard of seasoning a cast iron pan and everything, but like, when you're talking about 1/3 of a cup of oil and 2/3 a cup of salt and potato peels, it's like, that's why it's not for everyone. But they're very popular for restaurants because they're extremely durable, and
And it's broiler safe too.
yeah, it can go from broiler to hot.
Can you put a ceramic pan under a broiler?
No.
Okay.
Cannot.
So nonstick, you definitely can't either. So this thing is versatile, but
Yeah.
there's always a trade-off. You got to put a lot of effort into this thing.
Always a
Elbow
trade-off.
grease.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Elbow grease it up. Not when you're cooking it though.
Okay.
Use actual oil.
Got a whole. Oh yeah. Don't use elbow grease when you're cooking your seasoning it. So cooking this base up here. Got some nice veggies. I probably could put some more brocks in there. Let me see.
Somebody just said, I can hear Rose.
Yeah, Rose is having a little snack right now.
Is that kale Bobby is going all Tarzan on?
Yeah, it is kale. It's the black lacinato kale.
Coffee Pot says cast iron for everything but eggs. I've heard of people who have a really slick nonstick, they still do their eggs on it.
Yeah, when people tell me that, I'm like, you must have a cast iron from your grandmama, and she must have been cooking a lot of pork fat and lard in there. Because if I tried that in mine, there's no way it would work. The eggs would stick like nobody's beeswax.
Cryptomorpheus says, got the art approved honey, and it's a home run. That's what I want to hear.
Oh, dude, you got it nice. Love to hear that. Love to. I know another.
Stangman got the 14-inch green pan at Costco, $22.97 a few months back.
Interesting, but not every green pan is the same. They have different varieties. This one was one of the top ones recommended. This is the. You okay, Roaster? I forgot which one this was. I gotta look. But I mean, this is so light compared to that is so heavy.
Hassan wants to know if you should cycle collagen supplements.
Cycle?
Yeah, I assume like on, off, on, off.
No. Collagen, always on. Always on like Donkey Kong. So let's recap what's going on. Grass-fed lamb chops are marinating with a little bit of smoked paprika, cumin, coriander, cinnamon. What did she do? Oh. We're going to cook those in a hot pan. And then we're making a little veggie pesto. Rosie.
Brielle wrote, Rose Hunneth Bunneth.
Hunneth Bunneth is not happy right now. I think she got something caught in her throat and she's got freaked out.
Get some water, please. It's gonna go down.
A little more salt.
Get some water, please.
Sweetie. Okay. Okay. Onions, garlic, broccoli, and kale. We'll cook that until the kale wilts down a little bit. Then we'll go in with the final ingredients. A little bit of quality basil. Hey, sweetie. A little bit of quality bone broth. Make it nice and saucy. And then we'll finish it with some red jalapenos. Maybe a squeeze of lemon juice to make everything happy. That's a great semi-homemade side dish with big flavor. And I think it's going to pair with the lamb really beautifully. Ooh, roaster. My sweet. Here, this is, I think there's 3 Bobby-approved pestos on the market. Gotham, Delano or Mazzetta. Because look at the ingredients on this. Where is it? Here. It's made with extra virgin olive oil, pine nuts, and real ingredients. So many on the market, including the one at Costco and most grocery stores, use sunflower oil or safflower oil. To me, that's just garbage, you guys. Once again, those are processed plant-based oils that even if they're pressed, which many of them are not, it's still not quality. It's still not something you want to put in your body because it's still processed. It's still inflammatory. I just believe something like pesto should be made with at least olive oil, ideally extra virgin. I'll pay for it. I mean, to be honest, this is like $7. It's a little pricey, but Mazzetta is probably a little cheaper, but you don't want these plant-based oils. They're just gross.
Stangman just made pesto from his garden. So good.
Oh, nice, bro. That's what I like to hear. In my next house, we'll have enough pesto, enough of basil to make my own, and then freeze it for the winter.
Somebody better be writing down all this stuff, right?
Fine. Actually, you know what's really nice? I got them. I tagged them on my story recently, and they said, hey, can we send you some? They sent me 10 frozen containers of this, which is like $70 worth, so that was really cool of them. Thank you, guys. Now, I said these grain packets earlier are going to be the lifesaver of this dish. So any grocery store, for the most part, is going to have pre-cooked grains. I stay away from the ones that usually have gluten, have simple carbohydrates like white rice, have any kind of noodles in them. Look at the ingredients in this, once again. I mean, they don't get better than this. Quinoa, roasted garlic, extra virgin olive oil, salt, parsley, and pepper. White pepper. Ooh, that's classy, Art, right?
Maybe.
Something like this will add such ease to your dinner. I think of the ones from Aldi. They have great 90-second grain packets. Even the ones with grains, if they're organic, that's fine. And if they have to have good quality oil. So I'm sauteing my base of my veggies. And I'll add the grains, the pesto, the bone broth, and it's done. That's a way to make a semi-homemade meal. Like I said earlier, in the cookbook, we have a killer 5-ingredient pesto, grain, veggie, and chicken plate. And I use a similar one like this with the water, because I couldn't use bone broth, that'd be a 6-ingredient. Pesto, chicken, baby broccoli, and cherry tomatoes. It's a lovely dish with huge flavor. Because sometimes you don't want to make a whole dish from scratch, right?
Mindy Girl directed a question to me, Art, how about those Blackhawks? Yeah, sad. But you watch that series, the Golden Knights were clearly the better team.
Well, yeah, what do you expect? I mean, no one
Totally
expected them to be that good.
Next year.
Okay, guys, if you haven't done so yet, leave a comment down below. Let us know where you're watching from. Only Bobby approved hot sauce is the Frontera double roasted tomato salsa. Well, that's salsa, and it's not the only Bobby approved one. That's the best quality and best flavored one. But any organic one that has no sugar, like Aldi has Casa Mamita organic double roasted. It's not quite as Frontera, but it's very
Super
good.
chat from Breathing Nerdum, $5. Hey, Bobby, got your email back. Going shopping tomorrow. We'll find some really good fire roasted chilies for you. Mad love to Flav City.
Nice.
Keep it up, my guys.
Ray is going to send us some freshly roasted hatch green chilies, and we'll use them on a live stream.
Valeria Akimov, $1.99 super chat. Happy Thursday. Have you ever had buckwheat?
I think I've had buckwheat pancakes. It's
Yeah.
a gluten-free grain, but I haven't cooked with it very often.
Vincent picks $5. Bobby, I made mistake. Didn't read the label on butter. I make my ghee clarified butter. It has flavors in them and not grass-fed. OMG, will I die?
You're not going to die, Vincent. You'll make it through.
Eventually you will.
Yeah, eventually you will. But yeah, that's a bummer, right? Art was talking about the big thing of Desi, ghee at Costco. I haven't seen any of that ghee in my Costco, but I don't know, because has anyone seen the Desi brand? Is that grass-fed? Because I know some Costco's have Carrington Farms, which is, but I don't know if that one is. Now come back here for a second, Art. Everything is wilted down really lovely. Now we go in with our pre-cooked Costco. The only reason I have this bag is because we went to Target to do the photo for the cookbook of Art and I, and Desi took it, and they had it right next to where we were doing the photos, and I'm like, yeah, I need that.
Apparently Hatch chilies are all over Austin right now.
Oh, dude, I love that.
They're roasting them everywhere. So good.
I'll check it out. We'll take.
MF just gave us $4.99. How's it going?
MF?
There's a chillaxing pair there.
We're chillaxing right now with some beautiful pesto. Now, watch how this transforms, and thank you for that super chat, to something really brothy and delicious. We'll take some bone broth here.
Darla, go Cubs is correct. Cubs socks tomorrow night.
Oh, it's tonight, right?
Darla says tomorrow.
Oh, it's a day off? Okay.
I don't know.
So now, look, you want to give a little bit of liquid love to this because it's been sitting in the package. So I'm almost like reconstituting a bit. And then I'm just going to cook it risotto-ish. I might need some more bone broth.
I got liquid love confused with liquid gold from those Velveeta commercials.
Oh my God. That's not liquid gold. That's liquid gold. Diabetes.
What's this SNL conversation going on with...
Without you? That's wrong.
Well, no, I'd be invited, but it's just I get too many messages.
Okay. Now, look, I'm slowly preheating my cast iron pan. Now I'm going to pump up the volume. Pump up the volume. Dance, dance. I want that to be very hot. But look what we're doing here. I'm going to take this portable burner, not the peaches, the burner. I'm going to take this outside because I don't want to cook these lamb chops inside because they're going to splatter and smell like crazy. So this is such a great thing to have. It's a $20 investment, maybe not even that much, on Amazon. So check out this out. On my Amazon shop page, I recommend having this burner. So you go here, the link is down below. So click on my Amazon shop page right here. It's right by the other promo codes. This burner, let's see how much it is right now. It's $19, okay? It's a slightly different one, but you want this. Even if you have a burner in your kitchen, you take this outside to sear food, to sear steaks, and you don't have the big mess in your kitchen. Very, very important.
Big Rachel Murray,
Rachel!
$25 super chat, picked up a bag of Lily's dark chocolate caramel popcorn OMG. Have been enjoying 2 pieces after lunch.
2 pieces? Rachie, you're very, very disciplined. The Lily's sugar-free caramel chocolate popcorn is delicious, and it's actually Bobby approved. There's one bad ingredient, sunflower oil, but everything else is super clean.
Are bee pollen grains a good alternative for whey protein powder?
Bee pollen grain?
Bee pollen grains.
I've never heard of that, but that's not going to be a substitute for whey because it's not going to be as protein rich.
Is the cleaning produce video coming out tomorrow?
It's coming out Saturday. Saturday. Sweetie, can you please hold her?
What are you doing? What are you doing, Rose?
She's not a happy camper. Need some more broth in there. Rose is just not happy right now. Okay, a little more of that bone broth. And then we'll cook it. 5-10 minutes. No more than that, but I guarantee it needs a little bit of salt. Oftentimes these grain packets are a little bland, and even though I put the pesto in there, I can guarantee it needs a little salt.
Alan Girl's clarifying the SNL conversation. Will Ferrell's The Big Baby Makes the Sale is a good one. Rose crying reminded me of that. If you haven't watched it, it's classic Ferrell. Alan Girl, please send that to me. And by the way, the guitar version of the theme to Game of Thrones was epic. Thank you.
So look, this will cook for a few minutes, but this is what I'm talking about. Brothy grains, or in this case, brothy quinoa. Semi-homemade because the packet of grains was cooked with kale and broccoli and onions and garlic. We put a ton of that store-bought pesto in there. Or Chris in Austin, use your pre-made, homemade pesto. This is what you want. I mean, look at that. That's a beautiful side dish there. I did one from another store that had lentils in there. It was lovely. Organic lentils. Really lovely.
So Donna Wickham has a question. She's from Ohio. I have a question. Is it best to get electrolytes from pill form or liquid? I am on a keto lifestyle.
Pill or what?
Or liquid form.
No, liquid. There's very few ones that are good for that are liquid. Get there's only 2 that are Bobby approved. It's Highlight on Amazon, or now Redmond makes Relight electrolyte powder. The other drinks are really bad. So this pan's smoking, right? I'm going to turn it off for a second. I'm going to take my burner outside, and then we'll move the party outside.
Hey, before you do, Vincent, $2, Super Beets juice. What do you think for using this?
Super Beets juice. Is that the infomercial I see?
I think I've seen commercials.
I've seen beet powder. I don't know. To be honest, those powder things, they kind of freak me out. So I'm not sure if it's like Bobby approved, but I'll check for you, Vincent. Thank you.
This
Hey, Rosie.
intermission sponsored by this.
Yeah, I got it.
Smelling really good in here. I wish my patent for smell-o-vision would move through the U.S. Patent Office a little quicker. You guys would all benefit from it. You know, wish I actually had that, but I don't. So, hi, SJ. What's going on? Good to be here with y'all. Bobby, I was wondering if the gluten-free sourdough bread has arrowroot as the first ingredient to replace xanthan gum, and the rest of the grains are whole grains. We'll have to wait for Bobby on that one.
There's wood pulp all over the
Thank you, Rebecca.
balcony from these guys upstairs cutting wood.
Lamb chops
Coming
better
through with a
on the
very
burner
hot
than
pan.
the
Can you move Rose on the other side of the room?
Bobby gets a better sear with his cast iron than he does with his grill. If you had a really good grill, would you still be pan searing these chops, or would you actually grill them?
I'd grill them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, but I don't have that.
Shaheen, ask Bobby, will adding coconut cream to that quinoa pesto dish for some creaminess spoil or overpower it?
No, I think it'd be a great idea. I might even do that quinoa.
And
Shaheen,
there was a
thank you.
question I didn't know the answer to. Let me
Okay.
see.
Let's take it outside. We'll do it outside.
Oh,
Outside we go, y'all.
where's that question?
You want to borrow my sandals, Art?
No, I got my untied shoes.
Okay. Untuck it.
Untuck it. Apologies for the shaky camera here. I got One hand on the rig and the other's on my shoes.
Come on. I'm going to go grab the lamb. BRB.
Okay. I thought maybe if I stood line of sight,
Yeah,
it would
no,
work.
I was walking by. I'm like, oh, it's streaming right now. I got to plug in the external satellite here. Please bear with us.
Recovering the satellites.
Difficult. Yeah, call me Adam Duritz right now. Hold on.
Yeah, Viviana, I got a haircut. It was a trim. I didn't want to go crazy with it. Good to have a haircut after 5+ months. Never went that long. We have a mesh network here, but when we're
How's it going,
outside,
Christine?
we move one outside and did not do that ahead of time. Yeah, sorry for
How's the lake
the
temperature now?
buffering.
Great? I got to go this weekend, I think. I got to.
See what else we got here. Do you still sneak pizza when you guys go to Costco? I'm going to have to do that one of these days. I haven't had Costco pizza in a while. It's darn tasty and a good deal, I will say that. Thank you for the haircut compliment, Chickpea. It's Anastasia. Hello. Art, are you Bobby approved? My eating habits might not be, but he approves me to film. Willem Dafoe looks like him. Don't turn me into a Chuck Norris joke. There can only be one person on that. Well, if you just want to say that Willem Dafoe looks like me, I guess that's not really Chuck Norris jokes, but it's esque. Chuck Norris esque. Screw that. I can't talk today. Yeah, apologies for the buffering. Trying to get caught up here on some of the comments. Where can we get the metal pan? The carbon steel pan you can get on Amazon. It's I can show the name of the brand if it's over here. Motfer. I don't speak French. It's made in France. Bourget, Sporgat.
Putting some chops in me.
Motfer. I got the full name here somewhere. Bourget. So apologies. Thank you for the hair comment. We need what Art eats in a day video. Believe it or not, I don't eat cheese balls every day, and I don't really know the last time I had cheese balls, so it's not going to be super exciting.
Let's give it a second. I want to show you something I just got in the mail. So if you saw my breakfast haul video last weekend, I interrupted that video to show those keto-ish cookies that just came in from Lesser Evil, and I tagged them on my Instagram story, and they're like, hey, can we send you some? And I'm like, yes.
Let me answer, and while you're doing that, let me answer Charmin's question.
Yes.
Art, just to cheat a little, what's a delicious junk food item at Costco? Need to indulge a little. I would get the Kirkland brand Mountain Trail Mix. I devour that. I go to town on it.
They have
so
coconut rolls there, if they're still in. Those are really nice. Check these out. So these are the ones I talked about. These are the Lesser Evil. This is a perk of my job. I tagged them, and all of a sudden, look, this shows up, which is really nice. But these, they say keto. I wouldn't say they're extremely low carb, but like I said in the video, look at these ingredients. Almond butter, non-GMO eggs, which you don't normally see non-GMO that aren't like pasture raised. Coconut sugar, coconut flour, real vanilla. I cannot wait.
let's show the different flavors. You got that and
I got that and snickerdoodle. So thank you guys for
I think we
sending
need
it.
to try these on air.
I agree. I'm gonna leave a bag right here. All right, let's go outside now, Art. I got some stuff
For real
in the
this
pan.
time?
Yeah, I got everything in the pan.
Viviana's got a great cheese ball recipe. I appreciate that.
Look at this real quick. Wow, look at this.
I want to try that. Let me know the recipe. I don't see Lamarita sending you anything.
Right. Really big flavor in there. That's delicious. I'm gonna let that go over very low heat. And then we can take this party outside. All right, let's go, amigos.
Went looking for these, couldn't find any.
Let's do it.
McKees, you got to let me know. I don't
Oh,
think
let
you
me
can
bring a sheet tray.
I don't think you can
Let's
send
prepare the
pictures
oven to
on
keep
this.
these warm too. Oven,
Get what? I'm not.
keep warm.
Alan girl.
Low start.
I may have said something confusing. I don't know what I said anymore, but I don't know if get what was towards me or towards Rebecca.
Okay, let's go, Arthur.
Viviana, is it one big cheese ball or is it like your version of cheese balls, like crunchy ones?
Yes, Roaster. I love you too. Okay, so even though I'm outside, I still want the splatter guard just so the oil doesn't go everywhere. But the pan was hot as can be. I put about a tablespoon or so of avocado oil in there, non-toxic, non-soybean laced avocado oil, and I let it go for probably 3 minutes on the first side. But what's cool is as we get to the second and third batch, the lamb fat renders out, so you're essentially frying these in their own fat. And this is what it should look like when you flip it. Oh,
Flip
yeah.
it real good.
Look at that. Look at the fat sizzling on there. That's what you want, okay? To have that kind of crustification on there adds texture. It's called the Maillard reaction. You're caramelizing the natural sugars in there. That's everything. So I'll let them go another minute or so. So I want them to be medium rare. And they're cooking in avocado oil. If you didn't hear earlier, a lot of news came out recently about avocado oil that 82% of the avocado oil that was sampled at UC Davis University was fugazi. It was fake. It was avocado oil that it was either expired or oxidized, which is expired, cut with other oils like soybean oil or safflower oil, or in a few cases, there was zero avocado oil. It was all soybean or safflower oil. I think it tends to happen most with European avocado oils because Spain in particular cheats a lot. But one of the only brands that was really legit 100% avocado oil that wasn't expired or oxidized was Chosen Foods, because they get Mexican avocados and they process them in SoCal. Marianne's, the one I recommend from Costco all the time. And there's a virgin one called, I think Cal Avo or something. But there is virgin quality ones. I haven't tried that. I should probably get a little bottle of that. The other one is technically refined, but it's not refined with heat. It's refined with a centrifuge, and that separates the oil from the fruit, and heat is created, but they're not actually adding heat to it. That's how I know Chosen Foods does it. But I do want to try extra virgin avocado oil because I bet it has a really nice fruity or grassy flavor, like extra virgin. Okay.
People want to know if there's going to be a promo code for Lesser Evil.
Let's find out. First of all, I have to see if we like the cookies, which I'm going to eat in a second. Okay, I'm going to take these out now, Arthur.
Hola from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, man, I was there like 12 years ago.
Do you cook with regular olive oil or extra virgin?
So it's a good question. I actually cook with extra virgin. I don't cook with a top shelf extra virgin. I actually cook with like the Costco extra virgin because it's good quality, but it's not like a finishing oil. The problem is if you cook with a regular olive oil, you really have to know where it comes from because a lot of it can be cut with other oils. I know California Estate makes an everyday EVOO. You can cook with that too. So I like to cook with a good EVOO and finish with a great finishing extra virgin.
Alan Girl says, Bobby is like Marco Polo. He's been everywhere. I would say Johnny Cash.
That's right. I've been what's a bag within a bag? I've been everywhere, man.
It's like you open it and still ain't open. It reminds me of a Mitch Hedberg joke.
So let's see the macros. So check it out.
Farm
Here. Here's the cookie. All right.
And we got a super chat when you're done with
All right,
that.
you grab one too.
Okay. Don't mind if I do.
Now it says 3 of these cookies, here's the size, has 6 net carbs. To me, that's not quite keto because they're not huge, but let's see.
I like them.
Good, not great.
They remind me of the chocolate chip cookies from McDonald's.
I don't remember those.
Well, Milwaukee Brewer gave you $5.
Milwaukee!
How did Primal Kitchen avocado oil stack up? Do we need to be concerned about their mayo?
No, because I'm going to check. I'm pretty sure they source really good Mexican avocado oil, but I wouldn't worry about them. These are good. They're not as good as the Simple Mills crunchy chocolate chip cookies we had recently, but they're still good, just not great, but the ingredients are fantastic. Should we try a snickerdoodle too, Art?
I have not. I would like to. Are the refined coconut oils used in products the same heating process as refined avocado oil?
I'm not 100% sure because, here we go, Art. Refined avocado oil from Chosen Foods, the one I get, is not refined with heat. My guess is that most refined coconut oils do have some heat, which isn't bad, but some heat to further extract and refine the oil, but it's not bad.
How many cookies do you get to eat to get 6 net carbs?
3. Oh, this is only 3 net carbs.
Oh.
Wow, this is 3 net carbs?
Probably because of chips, right?
Yeah, probably. And this is 6 net carbs. But these aren't as good to me. I haven't had a snickerdoodle cookie in a long time, but I don't think that tastes like that much, do you?
I'm supposed to show the label closely.
Here, sure. Hold on, let me put the ingredients or the label.
I'll do all the above.
There you go. I'm gonna flip these. Let's show this real quick. This is more important. Watch this. Boom goes the dynamite. Look at that fat dancing on top of there. You guys.
Hassan wants to know how to treat dandruff.
Dandruff? That one I don't know. I'd have to research that one. It's funny you say that because my scalp has been kind of dry lately and it's a little dandruffy. I don't know why.
Every time we talk about Simple Mills, I want to think it's a song, but that's Simple Gifts.
What song is that?
A song called Simple Gifts.
Now look at the ingredients. So obviously the flavor is good. It's not great, but those ingredients, I've never seen a cookie at the grocery store with those ingredients. So, and I think it was expensive. I think at the store, someone has to go back to the video from the breakfast haul last week. How much were these? They're not cheap, but they're next level ingredients. I think my friends over at Hugh Kitchen are coming out with cookies also.
Yes, Snickerdoodle.
Here, oh, this is what they're talking about. Look at it. So when they sent me the box, they said, hey, just so you know, it says crispy on the outside and soft inside. We're going to change that because it really is soft all over. And they're right. There's zero crisp in it. Wouldn't you say?
I agree.
There's no crisp in that.
Yo-Yo Ma and What's-Her-Face did a rendition of Simple Gifts.
I don't know what that is.
It's a classic song, classical.
Okay. Can we just show the crust? Look at this, Art. I called this video how to make crusty AF. That, my friends, is crusty AF lamb. I got to pat myself on the shoulder. Now we're going to bring in the double. Look, this is the American double lamb chops, which are a little harder to cook because I don't want the sear to get too deep. So I'm going to put these in the pan here.
I have a tendency to attract smoke. Anytime I stand in front of a grill, the smoke goes my way. I move, it comes my way.
Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these inside real quick, put a dab of a Brillo cream, ghee on there, and put them in the oven.
Stacy Schnell, $5. Hello, all.
Stace, what's up? I'll be right back. Take a drink.
All right. Or take a cookie, right?
Hey, Rosie, check this out. Look at these.
I'm just drawing a blank. Alison Krauss.
Oh my God! Look
Yo-Yo
how
Ma.
crusty those are.
And Alison Krauss did a cool rendition of Simple Gifts.
Yes, Rose Honey Bunny.
Or Simple Mills might want to talk to them. Because I'm smoking. That was the Jim Carrey side of me. Some people say I look like Jim Carrey. I've heard that a lot. Willem Dafoe, sorry, I got one of those cookies in my throat. Willem Dafoe is the #1 doppelganger reference, and I think Jim Carrey has been #2. Art, where are you shopping? We miss you in the grocery stores. I go to Mariano's a lot, which is owned by Kroger. I go to Whole Food every now and then too. Aldi sometimes too. Distorted. Uh-oh, I don't like the sound of that. A young Jim Carrey. Should be very rich now. The number of times you've been told you resemble him. Well, yeah, it's the whole, if I had a nickel every time, but I haven't had that nickel. I haven't had nickel back. Oh, we brought them up again. Forced to listen to Nickelback for 3 hours on a road trip. Jeremy Irons. Whoa. Jeremy Irons is an actor that, man, I really haven't seen much of his work. No, and not you, the camera. Okay, camera's distorting. Yeah, I cook. Let's see, what else? I don't think you look like Jim Carrey. I'm not saying I do, I'm just, you look like you the most. Okay, thanks, Ellen Girl. I would hope. That would be pretty weird if not.
You doing yoga pose, Rose? You doing the butterfly?
Let's see here.
That's
What
a good
else
one.
going
Daddy
on?
can't do that.
Aldi has incredible deals. I like Aldi.
Okay.
Distorted or out of focus? Well, keep trying.
You know who made a great video today? Dr. Berg on his channel talked about fake olive oil. And olive oil was fake before avocado oil became fake.
Fake.
There's so much scams in an olive oil, which is why you really want to get good extra virgin olive oil where you know it comes from. When you're getting mystery olives from all over the world, you have no idea what it's cut with.
You don't want to buy it from Joe Sacramento.
Yeah, you don't want to get
Bob
those kinds.
Sacramento.
All right, look at the crust on this. Oh my God.
How many Seinfeld references can we bring to 2 Minutes fans?
Probably a lot.
Bob Sacramento.
Oh my God, look at that, you guys. This is the best one yet. These are the double cut American chops. Oh, Arcot sprayed for you guys. Once again, if you want the American grass-fed lamb, they're from Shepherd Meats. Nancy, a Flav City fan, started this company last year. Down below in the description box, it takes you to their website with 15% off using Flav City. They never sponsor anything, but they give me all the free meat I want, so I want to give them a shout out. So Dr. Berg's video actually inspired me to do the video I want to do probably tomorrow or the next day about avocado oil. But olive oil has had cheaters in there for years, because what happens is, unless you know the exact olive producer or the grove it comes from, it's most likely a combination of mystery olives, sometimes pressed off location and cut with soybean oil, peanut oil, corn oil, and it's cruddy olives. So what I would recommend, cook with an extra virgin olive oil like a Lucchini or a California Estate olive oil, and then finish with extra virgin that is really good small bottle from a specialty store or like online, the Fresh Pressed Olive Oil Club. These are single source, single origin, really high quality oils. When you get those big jugs, actually I gotta find out, because I usually cook with the big jug of organic from Costco. I'm not even sure that's gonna be pure olive oil. I should probably stop using that, to be honest. I should move over to like California Estate. Those are not finishing oils. Those are cooking extra virgins, because if you cook with a traditional olive oil, it's probably gonna be a blend of mystery oils cut with other not inferior olives and canola oil. It's sad, but whenever there's money in something, it's ruined by big producers.
Chickpea, I don't understand the question. Art, do you know of a bachelor grocery store Joe? Was that a real thing? Do you know what that means, Bobby?
You had me and you lost me.
Okay.
I don't know. So now I'm turning the choppers on their side. Get to the chopper, Art.
Get to the chopper!
So this is why it's my favorite way to cook lamb chops. Because number one, you're making it easy and approachable for everyone. Number two, you have the surface area to sear the lamb chops on each side. Good for family style, good for parties. If we ever have parties where people come over again in our new house, we'll have parties, you guys are invited. This is just a great way to do it. If you have a screaming hot grill, like my next grill at our next house will be, you can do these on the grill. Go to Costco, get the rack of lamb there. It's Australian grass-fed. Get the ones below in the description box from Shepherd Meat. You're totally good in the hood.
Let me bring in the super chat here from Milwaukee Brewer, and let me say the first words afterwards.
Okay.
Milwaukee Brewer, your 11 7/8" carbon steel pan weighs in at 4 pounds 11 ounces. That compares to a 10.5" Lodge cast iron at 5 pounds 6 ounces. However, if you're going to compare them, you really should compare to the 12" Lodge, because although the carbon steel one's 11 7/8", that's really considered to be 12.
Wow.
I think you want to go to a 12" in the comparison.
Right.
So
interesting. Thank you, by the way, Milwaukee Brewer. I will be doing a video next week about the best non-stick pans, ceramic or Teflon, with a special shout out to carbon steel. If you haven't heard of carbon steel pans, they're amazing quality, but they're very, very high maintenance. And I just think you probably don't want to use Teflon pans. You're better off with ceramic, and I'll tell you why. And there's some really good ceramic ones out there right now.
Madeline just joined, better late than never.
Maddie Chotsky?
Alan girl, you gotta see the baby. Chickpea said, is he really a grocery store worker in Chicago, or was that fake? I don't know who Bachelor Grocery Store Joe is. So
Who's that?
I have no idea.
I don't know. All right, look at these. These are just gorgeous, you guys. If you got this portion in a restaurant, and if you ever go to a restaurant again, this would be a $35 portion with a side of like a vegetable or a potato. This is double cut domestic Colorado grass-fed lamb chops. These are gorgeous. Art and I talk a lot about the YouTube channel Guga Foods or Sous Vide Anything. Raise your hand, does anyone else follow him? He's a Brazilian dude who lives in Florida. He does some cool stuff on there.
Oh yeah.
Cool stuff.
Eats more steak than I've
Oh
ever
my
seen
God.
anyone eat.
Him and his, what is it? Him and his cousin?
No, his nephew.
His nephew, Angelo?
Angel.
Angel?
He says Angel.
Angel. It's a really, really cool.
But then there's another dude, I don't know, on Sous Vide Everything. Sous
I've
Vide
seen the
Everything.
guy,
That's
yeah.
another. I don't know who that guy is. He might be a brother or
I've
something.
seen the guy.
Oh, Milwaukee Brewer, $5. Thank you. Lodge doesn't put weights on their website. I happen to have the weight for that size from a phone call. Okay.
Okay, one more round of choppers.
Indian Men Only, the grill is behind me, but we're not using it.
Yeah, we're not using the grill tonight. Put these guys on here.
Kill Cubs.
Always
coming in.
push the meat down when it goes in, so it makes good contact with the pan. But, all right, let's get these guys in the light. These guys deserve their own limelight. Look at this. Look at the crustification. Dream of crustification.
Different song. I was going Limelight
I don't know that song.
by Rush. It's a good song.
I don't know that
No.
one.
Anybody know Rush? Limelight?
Beautiful, right? I'm gonna go inside, put a dab of ghee on this, and
Or
BRB.
grill cream, yeah.
Or grill cream. Either one works.
Ronnie, no, Bobby doesn't cook venison. He doesn't have... Have you ever cooked venison?
No, never.
Oh, you heard that. He's got a mic on. I forgot that. Rush is an incredible
5
band.
minutes.
Red Hot Chili Peppers are awesome too.
More like
I have cooked venison though, Ronnie. I used to have a freezer full of venison.
Aussie and domestic grass.
It was delicious.
So beautiful.
Giddy Lee! Maggie B in the house. I like buffalo and bison. I can't say something I eat very often. Let's see what else we got here. Preferably ones that I can answer.
Yeah, that's fine.
Questions that I know answers to. I'm not Radio Shack. You got questions, we got answers. I'm a little different. Art is savage. I don't know about that. Venison is difficult to cook correctly. You got to go, even if your tendency is to eat something more medium, or in my opinion, dare I say, well done. I'm not a big fan of that. You don't want to do that to venison. It's a very lean meat, and it's best to serve it more rare than you would with beef. Thank you, Indian Men Only. Got the haircut yesterday. Keeping it longer than I used to. I got used to having longer hair, but it needed to be cut. It was scary. Let's just say I had a lot of hair product in my hair recently just to make it
Super chat from Ray.
What's that?
Super chat from Ray. Breathing Nerdum.
Breathing Nerdum, I just saw it now. $5. Now I got our Wagyu dry aged in Nutella. We're gonna reverse sear it, so let's do it.
Yeah, that one turned out to be an epic fail.
Seriously, Google, stop dry aging and all these weird things. I love it. Let's do it.
He said that it turned out really bad though. Look at this art. The Nutella one
He
was
also
like
dry aged chicken and something the
butter,
other day.
right?
Yeah, butter, wasn't it?
crazy, dude.
What's your favorite veggie? Oh, me? I really like roasted broccoli. I love it.
Yeah, Art's a big fan.
And let's see, Rush. Okay, Denny M. One of the first concerts I went to was Rush in Las Cruces, New Mexico. That would be amazing. I
Wow,
saw
very
them at the
cool.
United Center in Chicago. Really happy I did because, unfortunately, Neil Peart passed away a few months
Yeah.
ago. Sad stuff.
My first concert was Bon Jovi at the Rosemont Horizon.
Matthew, Art, do you have a fever? The only prescription is more cowbell.
cowbell, that's
There we
right.
go. How would you rate the Walmart lamb and the best cut?
I haven't had the Walmart lamb. If it's New Zealand or Australian, it's probably pretty good. I really enjoy the Costco lamb. I just think it's... Here's the cool thing about the Costco lamb. It's Australian. It's usually 100% grass-fed, but it's actually better than the lamb they get in Australia, and here's why. I learned this when I went to Australia to the lamb plant. They vacuum seal them and ship them here, and it takes about 2 or 3 weeks on the boat. You're getting free wet-aged lamb on the boat travel. So what happens during wet age? The meat gets more tender and juicy because the enzymes break down the meat. So you're getting wet-aged, amazing priced lamb. Whereas in Australia, I had it. They eat it fresh. I had grass-fed steak. They eat it fresh. They don't age it there. It wasn't as good as here. What's so funny, Art?
Carsto said, Art, you have a Conan O'Brien curl at the front of your hair.
Oh my God! Oh, I can see that.
I should do the string dance.
Well, can you talk about your haircut, Art?
I mentioned I got a haircut yesterday.
yeah.
Yeah.
Got a
Alan Girl's
haircut?
first concert was Bryan Adams. Got my first real sex street.
Yeah, because Art got a haircut after
5 months plus.
Wow. Because we did the photo today for the cookbook. The funny thing is, so we're done with the cookbook. High five. We submitted it. We had a meeting today with the editor and the graphic designer. Things are going to be great. But then we realized there's no picture of Art and I because whenever we're at the grocery store, he's always filming me. So we're like, we can't have a book without a picture of us. So Desi and I and Art walked over to Target today. There's one on the corner of Belmont and Clark. And we got a really cool photo of us in the aisle there with some natural light coming in, so we nailed that. But Art's like, can we wait till Thursday to take the photo? Because I'm getting my haircut on Wednesday. I'm like, okay, prima donna, pretty boy, we'll wait for you. But it worked out pretty well.
But I came over yesterday with no hair product whatsoever. Tuesday.
Tuesday, dude.
I look like Liam or Noel Gallagher.
He wouldn't let me show him on Instagram story. He walks in with his sunglasses and Liam Gallagher style hair. I bust out laughing. It was the funniest thing. I'm like, all right, let's do a story. And he's like, no, I won't show myself. He went to the bathroom, put some stick in his hair.
Not me.
It was hilarious.
Look away, I'm hideous.
No, dude, it's hilarious, and I was surprised he wouldn't let us take a picture.
Shaheen wants to know, you haven't made an herb and pistachio crusted lamb, have you?
I'm not a big fan of those traditional kind of things like that. I think I might have done something similar a long time ago, Shaheen. But yeah, that is not quite my speed, but it's a classic dish. Yeah, let's take our cookies and our lamb back inside, and let's finish this dish. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
There you go, Arthur.
I'm a big fan of Guga's channel.
Oh, the guy's awesome. Hey, Roasty. Hey, what do you got there? Some salad?
Sous vide
mix?
everything.
Did you buy some spinach?
Thanks for the haircut, or the compliment, Hassan.
All right, you want to help Caramel?
Indian only, yes, I am Arthur Almasy on Instagram. ARTHURALMASSY. See you,
Staying
Kara.
for dinner, Carol?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. Thank you.
Take care.
Can you help me shut the door?
Can you close the door, Rosie? Can you close the door? Thank you, Roasty. You're a sweetheart.
Oh yeah, people are starting to keep tally here of the number of times you've gone inside.
Wasn't too bad, right?
I saw 7 from Rachel Murray.
7 times Rachie. Rachie's like accounting like she does at the prison in San Quentin. So look what I did, Art. I put a little dab of grass-fed Thrive Market ghee on top.
It'll do you.
All right, a little dab will do me. I cover it, and then I'll put it in the old warmer here with the other lamb. And then let's just finish this. Come back here, Art. So look what's going on. We got our brothy pesto, veggies, and quinoa. Look how lovely that looks. I mean, just absolutely lovely. Okay, that's done. But Shaheen had an interesting idea. She's like, what if we cream that out with some coconut cream and keep it dairy-free? And I think that would work, Shaheeni. It's a great idea. This is the best coconut cream on the market. I love my Thrive Market one because it doesn't have emulsifiers.
Let's do this.
Let's do organic. Same company who makes Native Forest. I don't know why they have a different name for their coconut cream, but this one has the best texture. And like the Thrive Market one, there's no emulsifiers or anything, but the texture of this one is gold.
Ann Rogers, as freak. AF is what, as freak? Is that how you rated G described it?
Yeah,
earlier?
as F, yes. That's what the kids say, I guess. So we put a little bit in, cream it out. Right? Look at this. Oh, come on. Risotto style. Look at that.
Yesterday in UAE, it was 47 degrees, according to Shaheen.
Oh my God, what is that in Fahrenheit? Like 121?
It's like melt your face.
That's
Fahrenheit.
insane. Let me just check this for seasoning now. Should be
It's like Los Lobos Fahrenheit.
Los Lobos. Wow, delicious.
Jesse, Renee says hi.
Everyone wish Jessie an early happy birthday. She's turning 22 at midnight tonight, and then we'll do a live stream for her tomorrow.
Rachel Murray, $10. Can you do a video on dinnerware?
Dinnerware, like plates and stuff like that? It's an interesting idea, Rachie.
Ellen Girl says it's 116 degrees if you convert it.
Wow, thank you. My dinnerware, look, is from a company called Fortesta. These guys make beautiful stuff. It's very durable. This one's nice, but my favorite is this line. It's called Cloud Terre. They have plates and these bowls like that. Look for Cloud Terre. I think I have a discount code from like 2 years ago. These are beautiful. It's made from an artisan, I believe somewhere around Virginia. Really nice stuff.
Nerd wants to know if you thought about buying meat from Guga's meat dealer, who, by the way, his name is Emilio.
Well, it's funny because their meat dealer, Emilio, reached out to me last year and wanted to give me all the free meat I wanted in exchange for some love, like Guga does in the description box, but I really focus on super high quality grass-fed, and they don't quite have that. But they have really good grain-fed prime steaks.
Susan Bartholomew says hi.
Hello, Susan. So here's what I would do. I would take a little bit of my
Bobby, what
brothy.
conditioner do you use for your hair?
I use Acure, A-C-U-R-E. I buy it from Thrive Market. It's really good stuff. I think Chris uses that one too.
Madeline says happy 25th birthday.
22nd birthday, Maddie. Thank you, Matt.
Don't do the math on how long we've been married, because
Yeah, forget about math. It was never my strong suit. Let's cut a little bit of red jalapeno. Yeah, ¿qué pasó? Okay. Let's get a little, let's get some food, some comida. Let's put a little bit of this parsley. You all know why it's in the mason jar and why it's covered with the plastic bag, don't you? Okay, we'll chop up a little bit of the parsley. Who's that going to make happy, Art?
Hilda's going to be happy.
Rose is happy. Yeah, Hilda's going to be happy. Exactly. Okay.
Didn't Mark Wahlberg say, like, hey, say hi to your mother? Wasn't that like an SNL skit or something like that?
It rings a bell.
Hey, say hi to your mother.
I just don't quite know.
Alan
Okay.
Girl, what you just wrote reminded me of that.
I want to
say hi to
plate
your mom.
the
Madeline.
domestic lamb.
Say hi to your mother.
Domestic lamb is going to be spectacolare, right? So we'll take this one. We'll take that one. We'll garnish with some peppers.
Oh, Indian men only. Birthday tomorrow, 21. Happy birthday. in
Nice,
advance.
exciting. So come in here, Art. Now is the time. I wouldn't want to garnish with this because this is an everyday extra virgin olive oil. This is like a cooking one.
Yeah, Wahlberg.
Now is the time I want to get a really good bottle, which I actually just ran out. So I'm going to grab this. This is argan oil. This stuff's amazing. It has a nutty, kind of toasty flavor. I'm just going to put a little drizzle from the heavens on here. Yes, Rose Honey Bunnet. Yes.
Mark Wahlberg, Alan Girl.
All right.
Is that an SNL skit?
And what else did I forget? That's it. Maybe I'll just think of, oh, you know what? I have extra virgin olive oil from my basil pesto. Look at that. Check out that, Art. That's beautiful. Can I get some love? Can I get some thumbs up for Crusty AF grass-fed lamb chops with brothy pesto grains? Right? That's what we're all about, y'all. That's what we're all about, Rose Honey. Yes, Rose Honey Bunny. Yes, let's cut right into the heart of this one, Rose. Let's see. I called you Rose.
It's called the heart of the lamb chop.
Oh, do we nail it, folks? Did we nail it? Look at that. And this is my favorite part, actually, the cap here. Rosie, are you hungry for dinner? Are you hungry? Yes, you are. Take a little bite of this.
Standing ovation.
Well, thank you, you guys. That. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. React like Google.
I don't know how it does. Wow. Real tiny. That American lamb is so darn tender. Seasoned perfectly. The crust on there. Oh my god, the crust is bomb. I'm going to give you some. Come here, Rose. Come here.
Breathing nerdum. With the right costume, Art could play a convincing Gordon Ramsay. I don't cuss like that.
Come here, Rose.
I could put on a jacket
You
and
got to try this, Rose.
act like Ramsay.
Let's get Rose's reaction before Art comes in here. Come on down here, Art. All right, Rusty, try this. This is grass-fed American lamb, just for you. Got a little smoked paprika on there, a little bit of cumino, cooked in avocado oil, finished with ghee. You guys, that is stupendous. And I love the fact that, once again, it's semi-homemade with those grain packets from the store, a little bit of pesto, the rest is fresh ingredients. This is the way to cook fast, healthy, fresh food. Was that good, Rode? Was it good? Huh? Tasty, right? Yes! Okay, Arthur, switch with me. This is your set. Everything's clean on the plate here.
Okay.
I'm going to give you one more bite, Roasty. Here you go. Hey. See? No more crying.
Can you tell us your workout routine when you started working out?
We'll do it tomorrow. Let's save that. It's a great question. I have my workout routine in, if you search what I eat in a day from a couple weeks ago, it's there. Do Flav City what I eat in a day from 2 weeks ago.
Greetings, everybody.
Renee says, Art, I want to see your bones when you're done eating this thing.
I'm sure Bobby will Instagram that. He usually does.
Look at that.
Am I right or am I right?
Right.
Thank you.
Cut into that sucker, Arthur. That lamb is cooked so beautifully. That crust is gorgeous.
Go in close for the juice.
Let's see. Go for it. Oh, shut the front door.
Rose,
good.
Mama. Dangerous.
Delicious.
Careful, Roasty. Oh, get her, Mama.
Look at
Look at Rose. Hold on, Rose. Rose is a daredevil lately. Look at you. What do you think you're doing, Roasty? Are you surfing safari? Oh my God, Roasty.
that's-
Okay, Arthur.
This is not for surfing.
Silence is golden, and so is this.
Thank you, Art.
Wow.
Oh, I can't wait to dig into this.
Why don't you take a bite on it, camera bit? Pick up that piece and just gnaw it like an animal.
Okay.
I gotta try the grains.
Oh, you gotta try the grains.
Wow. Juicy AF then.
Crusty and juicy, yeah. That's the American shepherd meat.
Oh, the brains are delicious too.
Hey, Jill. Aren't they great?
Great combo.
That's what you want, right? Great combinations that are easy
I see
to
Chopsky's
make.
in the house. Madeline,
Yeah.
or Jill's in the house.
Mother and daughter Chopsk. Right? So if you want to
good.
try out lamb chops, there's 2 ways to do it. Go to Costco, get the Australian grass-fed lamb chops, or if you want to try the American ones that are really spectacular, go to shepherdmeat.com. Once again, it's a Flav City fan who started this company, and we love them. They're really nice. They send me anything I want for free, and they always give Flav City fans a promo code. So
Any way you want it?
Any way you want it,
That's the way I
you
need
need it. Shepherd Meats, 15% off with Flav City.
We just
the
had ourselves a
bone
journey
broth
moment.
I use to make those brothy grains from Kettle and Fire, the best store-bought. Click on that link. Bobby gets you 15% off. Discounted shipping on the keto wine. The recipe for a similar lamb chop recipe is there in my Amazon store that I have to update with the ceramic pan.
Just give me the chop.
Everything else is there, though. Look at that. Everything you need for your kitchen. I get a 2% commission on that. It used to be 8%, and then Bezos ripped it away from me, that greedy guy. So, beautiful. That's it, you guys. DJ D-Slav, her big birthday is tomorrow. We're going to do a live stream. She doesn't care what I make. The only requirement is that it's 45 minutes or less.
So that we can spend more quality time.
So, because we need to spend more quality time together. Because living and working together and never going anywhere isn't enough time.
Hey, maybe each dish gets 45 minutes individually.
Ah!
It's your birthday, Art.
Shut your yapper.
I'm trying to buy you some time, but speaking of
Nice.
buying,
Oh, Tyler, feel better. That's a little dental procedure. Hope Tim Watley didn't do that. Yes, chicken fat is good, especially if it's pasture-raised or organic chicken fat.
Oh, okay.
Careful,
okay,
Rusty.
Okay.
All right, guys, we love you. Art, Desi, Rose, honey. Rose, can we say goodbye? Look at Rose.
Rose is too busy eating her chop.
Can you say goodbye, Rose? Oh, and
Goodbye,
let's end
everybody.
There we go. Say goodbye, Rosie. Bye, everyone. I'm eating my dinner. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. You're the best.